live button. And now we're technically live, and I'm sorry if I'm late. But I got Bob and Karen with me.
Hi, folks.
Yeah.
And we were just chatting about printer buildings and all kinds of things, and now we're gonna get set up to start building this one. And I'm sorry, Justin, and I'm sorry to Chris Riley. I'm sorry, buddy.
Whoa.
I know it's Sunday and that's your morning, but I got to build a printer. Just gotta happen.
It's there. You have to do it.
It's been sitting here since Tuesday, and I wasn't here to build it. It's felt sad. But I got to build a printer.
You gotta build it.
It's there. You have to do it.
Why do I hear myself? Who's running YouTube behind in the background?
Yeah.
Karen.
I flicked it off.
Karen.
It's always me. I'm sorry. No, it was making loud noise. So. I know something else. It's gone off. It's not me now. Honest.
Oh, so now it's Bob.
Bob's is muted.
Mine is muted. Where do I have it not muted?
So now it's Bob. Bob's is muted.
That's weird.
I don't understand. Let's find out if it's actually Karen, because I bet you it is.
Maybe.
100% Karen, because watch.
Her screen name is so fitting.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 minutes being awkward person here, hooking this up.
I got my instruction manual open for you.
Oh, I never closed mine.
I didn't either.
I was really contemplating it last night, but then I was like, no, it's a silly idea to try to do it.
I'm here.
Yeah,
me
you're
still,
getting
and I
into the
closed
fiddly
it
bits too.
I was really contemplating it last night. Silly idea to try to do it.
I'm muted.
I don't understand. The internet, which does things.
It's been known to
Was it
happen.
me?
Yeah.
Seems
Although
like it's
I lost my chat window, so that's always fun.
change that back to live chat.
Yeah, I don't understand YouTube. Like, who cares about top chat? What does that mean? What does it even matter? What's the difference?
Well, I think if you've got like 1,000 people in the chat, then it might matter. But
honestly, I watched one of the Adam Savage live, one day builds that he did one time, and they still had the chat enabled at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the worst thing ever to watch because there was, 1,000, 10,000 people in there, and it was just emojis scrolling and words, and like you couldn't read anything, and if you wanted to like make a comment, there was just too many things happening. So then they started not putting them out live.
Yeah, it's that way on the Alton Brown ones too. He's been doing cooking shows during the
Oh, nice.
And Pokon's in chat.
Pokeroo. Hey, buddy. So we are working on major step 5 extruder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get some parts going. Just going to jump right into it.
Head first.
So many parts.
I'm here to make sure he gets it done, Pokon.
Oh, look at the teeny tiny little fan ducts.
Yep.
Oh, that's cute.
Uh-oh. There's a Wexter chat.
Pepperoni. I will repost it for a few people who want to jump in. I'm not fancy. I can only have 6 people hang out. So Bob had said if I have too many people, I can kick him out. But I've said no.
You can kick me out. Totally.
That I agree with that.
I know you do.
I like how Karen just keeps muting herself now because she knows.
I have background noise too, so.
Yeah, you got the little ones. They run around. They do stuff.
Yeah, so I'm annoying as heck.
Justin says not to kick me out, but we don't ever listen to him.
Well, Justin doesn't know how to make a stream properly. At least I haven't done this in ages, but I still know how to do it.
Yeah, and he likes to set things on fire, so...
Oh, no. No fire in my kitchen. Karen, how's the weather in Ireland today?
Shitty.
So
Not
normal?
surprised.
Normal, yes. Regular. Raining, snowing. No, it's not snowing.
See you, Wexter. Thanks for stopping by.
Is it
Have
going?
a good
yes.
family time.
Family time.
See you later.
Oh, that's a tricky one screw that's a little bit shorter. I don't approve of this step already, Bob.
There will be one screw in this step that is teeny tiny.
I see it. And then there's like a few screws that are of a different height.
The teeny tiny one is for your filament sensor.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yesterday we were saying, though, that this kit is fantastic because up until this point, anyways, all the screws in the step are essentially the exact same. You can't really...
Yep.
You don't need to measure them and check them out or anything. But this one's got a few different sizes because we're doing... It seems like it does a lot at once, right?
But if you do need to measure them out, the stickers on the bag are actual scale.
Yes, I don't have to pull out that paper. The big thing is this is not just the extruder, right? It's the entire X carriage.
Correct.
And the extruder with the fan and
both fans and the Pinda sensor, the whole thing. Hey, Pokon.
Pokon. Yeah, no, it's a big chunk of things, and this step, according to the instructions, is 0 time required, but very difficult.
They lied.
Yeah. So we're going to find out because I've just got it all laid out. We've got it all set up.
Yeah, but seriously, when you get it running, it runs perfect, man.
Well, I hope so.
I'm meant to time him. Like, who's getting the stopwatch out? Like,
I'm the nice part is, Karen, because it's live, it's recording. So I'm going to start. It gets started at like 7.5 minutes into the thing. So.
Okay. Crack the whip.
Fuck.
Well, we're already over time because it said 0 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so I got to put some screws.
What's Pokon up to?
What?
What you up to, Pokon?
Oh yeah. Wait, second camera. That's true. I'm building a Fred's miniature diorama thingy again. No, wait, still.
You didn't reprint them.
Fuck no, that's sorry for my language. That's like 20 hours printing or so.
I'm pretty sure the language is expected when you let you in.
Yeah, but it's not my channel, and
it's okay. We just try like, in the daytime hours. Just try to. It's a little bit. We have to get used to being on camera together, not in the Discord channel. So.
Yeah, true.
Because Bob hasn't witnessed that yet. Because I just conned him into buying the higher tier last night. That was my birthday present to Vedran is, $5 extra.
All the fun people I never get to chat with.
Well, and you know what, Bob? You're right. Last night we were talking about this, and it's just there's so many different little crowds in the 3D printing room, but no crowd is ever really exclusionary. If you wanted to go hang out and chat with, like, if you were at a convention or even just on Twitter or whatever, you want to chat with Joe, 3D Maker Noob. He's not going to be like, no, go away from me.
Hello, Fernando.
Oh, I know at least one person that is sadly like that, but fuck that.
Yeah. Well, and
yeah,
one person is somebody you just don't want to hang out with.
Yeah, true. Oh man,
if it was everybody in the thing, then I think it would be a very, very boring and terrible group.
yeah,
Sad,
that-
sad little hobby.
that's why I avoid the Facebook groups. It's toxic.
It's very toxic. Bob, did you trim this little? You opened that up, didn't you?
I did. Because you're going to have to spread it a little bit to get the pin to in, and you want it to be
Poke on.
movable so that you can squish it together.
I'm silent.
Now stick that pin in that hole.
No, you're right. Oh man.
Don't worry, Bob. You'll learn.
No, I've
The
watched
one-
enough of the chats.
The one thing we always do in Wexter's Discord is make people uncomfortable and have fun.
Oh, that's like only 5 seconds of Pokemon time then.
That's true.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that happens.
You volunteered to fly to the States and fix my prints.
No, man. No. No. I've seen in what state the States is at this moment.
M3 by 10.
Agreed.
No, not to piss you Americans off or something, but yeah, I'll probably avoid you guys for like a couple of years.
I'm okay with that.
For the
I'm
rest of
not
your-
okay with losing out on Pokemon time, but it happens.
No, he didn't say
No.
Canada.
No, I
Canada's good.
don't mind spending my time with you guys, but with the whole poop show going on everywhere in the whole world,
You know what? And also,
I'm nice here.
once things reopen and start getting it, we're not going to stick too long on political or world topics because everyone's
No.
tired of it all the time. But
yeah, Jesus.
once things reopen and start getting back up and running, people are going to want to avoid things purely because of the unknown and also because of like the expense is going to go through the roof.
It'll be
Because these companies are going to need some way of recouping their losses, right?
Hey, give me your money.
Look at the puppy
So
dog.
here's a fun one.
Puppy?
He's got a puppy behind him.
Where?
Bob. Look at the puppy.
Where's my little?
That's not a puppy. That's a miniature wolf.
That's the
It's
puppy
not a
dog.
miniature wolf. It's a wolf.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, that's-
extruder body preparation.
We have a Steve Smith in chat.
Steve Smith,
Hi, Steve.
welcome to the party, good sir.
I recognize that name. Oh yeah, it's from the Wex's Discord.
Okay, I think I'm missing a part.
What part do you think you're missing?
That's no good.
It doesn't look like it does in the picture.
That little guy?
Yeah.
Also, are you using the online instructions or the?
Online.
Oh, thank God.
Online.
Check the hardware bag and check inside some of the other parts. It's a tiny little black thing, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm like,
It's the little lever for the filament sensor.
it is the little lever for the filament sensor, and it is
Oh, dang. With the click.
AWOL.
It's probably stuck in a crevice of one of the other parts.
Okay, it goes like.
Looks like a stepper motor.
Negative. Let's see, where is
What is...
Who is?
fasteners and extruder?
Hey, Mike.
Because maybe.
Never let the
maybe.
machines win is here.
Mike. Always good. He's probably got Chris on one screen, me on the other. He's flipping, flopping between the two.
So let's see what else is on the desk there that could be it. And Chris Travis, hello again.
Hi, Chris.
Aha. Aha. whole extra bag.
Yep, there you go.
So I opened the bag. This is why we look. I opened the bag that says E-axis. I did not grab the extra bag that says extruder, which has just got the filament sensor door. Oh yeah, there's the lid, there's the door, there's the ball holder. All right. Because this is the teeny tiny part that I thought I was missing.
Correct. That looks nothing like its picture.
No, it looks a lot like its picture. Ensure the correct alignment of the nuts, yada yada. I did that. Now we're going to take this and we're going to take the smaller of the magnet and insert it.
You said nuts.
I guess I don't have to worry about pole orientation yet.
Not yet. One of the next steps, when you put the other side of the magnet in, I'm getting beat with foam. I don't think I have any.
The majority of the magnet will be hidden in there. Okay, good. Hi, Renee.
Monkey says hi.
Hi, Monkey.
No, Mike, I would not be up during the night working on it because I have a policy of not doing electrical work past midnight, like past 10 o'clock, really, honestly, because it's just how problems happen. Because I've been there.
We did our best to talk him out of the excitement and get him to have some sleep before he got into this step.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to work on camera. Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm a rookie. There's no screw for this one. Huh.
For which one?
The filament sensor. You just tighten
For
it in.
that little lever? Yeah, there's no nut
Yeah, it's just
into the plastic.
yeah.
Make sure it moves freely when you're done.
I'm seeing that. Make sure the following procedure is done right, otherwise the filament sensor won't work.
Oh yeah, you have that filament sensor with the ball and stuff, right?
Yep.
Oh, I got a ball.
A couple of them. They gave him a spare.
I do.
got
There's a spare.
I
Yeah.
thought they were clickers. Little click.
Okay, so it is tight. Now we're going to back it off until she moves.
But I think you should really upgrade it to a bigger ball.
Jesus.
It's getting so
Slices,
hard
they
not
use
to
it
comment
on-
on that shit.
I know.
Okay, here we
I'm
go.
watching the smoke pour out of poor Pokon's ears.
It is nice and loose.
Good deal.
Chris Travis, your monitor only supports.
Yeah.
Well, you get your phone out, man.
So now you can put in the second magnet, but you want to make sure that they're pushing away from each other. Beautiful, but push it in farther.
I know. It's always worth checking and looking before you start ramrodding magnets into things. That sticks up pretty high, doesn't it?
It shouldn't be that much. Maybe
Quarter of an inch or so.
that seems
It's
kind
bottomed out. It's bottomed out on the back. I can see.
okay. Well, then there you go.
It. Fudge monkeys.
Yes. Oopsie doopsie.
Okay. Now we need the ball and the other teeny tiny itty bitty little part. And in
Wait,
goes
did I-
that. And now this goes.
Jeremy Babcock. Good afternoon. Good morning, wherever you're at.
Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy's in the same time zone as I am. He is 4 hours ish away. 5, 6
Ish.
hours ish.
10 to 6 here.
Oh, look at this fancy thing, huh? With the ball.
Mm-hmm. Because your film is going to push the ball. That's going to push the plastic. It's going to push
Which-
the lever.
It's like the game of Mousetrap. The ball pushes the lever, or the filament pushes the ball. The lever gets pushed by the ball. The magnet pushes it away.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
How? Why would they do this? Jesus.
What did Fred do to you, Pokon?
Uh,
Tell me where
That's
the
only
big man
two-
hurt you.
hey, look at that!
Oh, no,
There's
A spare nut.
a spare palm.
So you're gonna have an extra Prusa printer by the time you're finished with all the spare bits?
No, not that many spare parts, but
Gotcha.
the spare parts bag that it comes with is actually rather robust.
Decent. Yeah.
Extra magnets, extra pre-cut and pre-chamfered, pre-drilled TTFEs.
There's a Fred in chat.
Which Fred?
Freddy!
I don't know.
No, that's Freddy. That's Freddy.
That's Freddy.
If it looks like his name is Portuguese, that's Freddy.
Yeah, okay. He did
That sounded
nothing
worse than it
wrong.
actually meant to be. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Well then, hello, Fred.
I wonder if I can. No. Frederico. Okay. The one thing that I'm very glad about by having bought the exact, like the legit kit, yes, it is more expensive than a clone kit and everything like that, but there's no debating it. Like, you look at the back of the extruder, it is exactly the one. It's not an LDO, right? It's not labeled LDO. It came from LDO.
It is an LDO motor. It did come from them, but it's labeled that way. And if you check the end of that cable again, it's marked.
Yeah. But the big thing is all these clones, they get the stamping on this motor as close as they possibly can. And it's so hard to tell if it's a legit MK3 or not, because there's so many really good clones. The frame may look a little bit different up here. The parts, they're all the same. They actually use the actual distribution parts. So they print them themselves. It's very hard to tell. Okay, so this step we're going to need a motor. We're going to need this widget and this widget.
Let's find out, Chris Travis. Take the
What are we
hamster
finding out?
Neither of mine say LDO on them.
Oh, you've got two. You've got different colored ones.
Yeah, one is a bear, if I see it correctly.
You are correct, sir.
It's not just a bear, it's a Canadian bear.
A big brown bear.
It's even got the little Canada flag on it. Right back there.
Okay, now I want the flat facing.
That's a hell of a hat there, Pokon.
Yeah, I was airbrushing the hat and stuff. And
And it got a little through.
No. Yeah, a little bit, but nothing to worry about.
Oh,
But-
Chris is asking about motor.
So it does have the QR code. Both of mine do as well.
Yeah.
But my airbrush died.
Oh no.
Better
Yeah.
give it a proper funeral.
Yeet!
I'm curious now, because not to divert from Pokon's hat mishaps, but Chris, is his a like from Prusa kit, or what's the deal?
It's probably just older.
Yeah, could be. I mean, they change things all the time. I mean, I have Masumi rails, I guess, and bearings. I don't know, at least bearings.
For sure, bearings. I don't know if the rails are.
That's a newer thing,
Or-
right?
Rods, however, they're... The Masumi bearings are new. I mean, November did not have them. May did.
Yeah, that is correct. And Keith from This Is Keith B, for anyone who doesn't know, was curious because he just got some in.
Yeah, he ordered
But-
spare parts, and they were not.
He ordered spare parts, and they were not Masumi's.
That's weird.
It's just what kind of stock do they have, and when do they make the cutoff? So in
And I
production,
know-
they made the cutoff, but in inventory for spare parts, they did not yet.
Don't tighten the screw just yet. We will align it properly, then do it. Well, you know what? I just did it because I know this.
Because screw you, you're not my real dad.
Yeah, don't worry about that part too much.
This filament, I just grabbed some filament to use, but it's all brittle, so it's not. It's breaking every time I try to straighten it out.
Just use one of the small Allen keys. It works better.
Yeah.
because you know it's going to be straight.
Like the 2mm one.
Yeah, you'll be able to get those lined up very well with that.
You can see every time Pokemon wants to say something because all his mouth goes.
You can see him biting his tongue.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, there's just going to be a little dribble of blood there from biting it so hard.
See, Bob, you know ours. You know us.
Oh, I've watched a lot of your streams. I just haven't been able to join in on them. We have Devin back as well.
Hey! I'm going to repost the link for StreamYard in case there's a few more people who wanted to come hang out and chat. Because it is nice when, especially if you're like one of the only people really in chat, to actually not have to type the whole time. I get it. I understand.
That's
like
why I
learning.
join most of the times. I hate fucking. I hate. Well, I don't like typing.
You don't like talking either, apparently.
Screw you.
I'm confusing because the
okay.
kids are gonna take off like rockets in a minute.
Extruder cover.
Man, my kids' first words are gonna be probably swear words.
Mine
Yep.
were. True.
I'm not going to call it hard work, Mike. I just have to pay attention to chat.
Well, you being a
That's
mom.
right. Bob is my executive producer.
Oh, okay. No wonder he's giving me the looks like, get her out.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah,
Mr. Maker, hello.
All right. So now we need to get.
Now you need your hot end.
Hot end. I like that it's pre-tightened, though. That is nice. I will, of course, once preheated, tighten the damn thing up because I'm not that
I was
stupid.
gonna say that's the one thing you keep telling me to do. It's like,
Well, you always got to tighten it up when you.
it's hot.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take two M3x10s, stick them in the hole back here.
I thought that might get a reaction out of somebody.
I'm way too easily entertained.
So
I reacted
before
to
you
that.
get too carried away here, Jordan,
Yes.
grab one of your empty boxes and make a hole for it somewhere for the next steps. A way to set that down and have the cords and everything not throw things off.
Yeah. So their suggestion is using the actual like parts box or something.
Mm-hmm. It works pretty well if you do that. Fred's trying to stir up trouble too.
You know, Fred, I have the power today. So.
Damn it.
Ja, we hadden ik ben ook even met een spelletje, ander spelletje.
Okay, and they're showing orientation with the wires going that way.
We just need to get Matilda in the room with him to smack him for us.
Or lick his head. That's also funny.
It's hilarious when she does that.
I'd imagine it's rather salty.
No, that's after a game of Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then the last.
Mike's threatening to put Fred in a timeout.
Yeah, that's right. I've given people powers to protect me.
Okay.
Oh, Matilda's sick. That's unfortunate.
She is. She's not feeling very well. So then I got to take two of these 40 mils.
Hopefully it's nothing major and she gets better soon.
I hope so. We need someone to lick Fred's head.
That might be what made her sick.
Possible. Possible. Too much sodium in the diet.
Let's see.
Dang
Lone
it.
white.
So I had a problem with the backside of that carriage and the nuts falling out. So
I had a problem with I just dropped my screwdriver on the floor. You know what really sucks is the one-legged answer.
poor Karen. She's trying so hard.
I got
It's
so
like I came here to learn the
far.
proper names for things, and now I'm just. Oh dear.
Oh, come on. Where did it go? Did it fly into Narnia or what? Okay.
Find it?
I did. It was way under the Predator.
Of course it was.
But now I have to
Yeah.
get up one-legged. Yeah. Whew. That's some upper body workout right there.
Fred, we can't miss you if you're here.
That's not entirely true.
Shh. Where the fuck? Oh, there.
You all losing things?
Yeah, my mind.
Well, you
Oh,
lost
just
that
give
ages
up
ago.
on that one.
Yeah, I already. Ow.
No, Fred, we can't see your pretty face. You're all stuck with my
That's
ugly
what
mud.
they're hinting to.
Yeah, Fred, you can join. There's a link that I just posted that you can use to join the StreamYard if you really want to hang out.
Mr. Maker, no, he's saving the gummy bears.
Oh, gummy bears. Yum, 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 yum.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah, I like to reward myself completely at the end, not in stages.
Pardon? Oh. Swedish fish?
Swedish fish, those lasted a long time. In my house, anyways, not in yours.
No, not mine. We had another bag of them earlier.
Okay, I gotta put a string on this stupid screwdriver. So here's the thing. So I really love this screwdriver set, except the one thing is why can't they have all real size handles? Like, why can't I just get them all to be even just the next one up? I get that it's easier for visually seeing that they get smaller as you go, but
No, sometimes the smaller screws need less torque.
sure.
Maybe having the bigger handle would cause a problem.
Except on really, really small screws, you actually really can't torque them at all. Like, it's actually hard.
Increased gravity.
Fred says he's going to go in a bit. He just came in for moral support and to be an ass.
Same shit.
Okay. We have one assembly. Now it says place the extruder aside for a few more steps. Okay.
Just set it over the edge of the box there.
Why over the edge of the box?
Because the wires are brittle.
Oh.
Look,
Really?
if they're sitting like this, nice and neat, fine.
5 minutes
Support
later.
the wires. Nothing's working. Why is nothing working? Oh yeah, the wires.
Oh, what do I need here? I'm going to need this
My hair is gonna dry out and go.
IR sensor cable. The zipper, like the ziplock on these bags, like I'm tearing the tops more than I'm opening the bag.
Yep.
They're quality bags.
Well, they're at least quality zippers.
Quality zippers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, there's the doohickey and the tingemy bob.
And the thingamy bob. Okay.
The tingemy bob has to go into the doohickey.
So we've got
I'll make sure to tell my wife that.
a Joe winking face here. A very bright red winking Joe face here. Let's see. What does it say?
Yes.
The following nut insertion. Use a screw. That's an order.
He wants you to make sure you get that bottomed out properly in the holder.
That's an order. He's very bossy in his notes.
Well, he is the boss. I can really appreciate that is actually like instructions.
Mhm.
Because I've been doing this for ages when I'm trying to set screws in 3D prints. Like it's just, or I've done it in other things where you're trying to put a screw into something that doesn't want to line up or there's a little gap or something. So it's a good instruction for people to learn. Like I said, maybe not everybody who's building one of these is that mechanically inclined.
Oh, you don't want to know. There are a lot of not capable people doing that stuff.
So what we were saying last night, Pogon, is that I don't think, personally, this is a good first time ever printer hit if you're not mechanically inclined. So there's a few caveats to my statement, but it is because of you're not mechanically inclined, you're gonna break parts, you're gonna struggle to figure out how tight something should be and shouldn't be. Like there's a certain play to it. Like I tightened those in until the screw stopped, gave it a little extra whoop, and that's it. I'm not trying to drive it to the moon, but not everybody knows not to do that.
Well, and there's things like the belt tension that if you've never done anything with a 3D printer before, you don't have a clue.
Well, and look how tight my
That's
belt
true.
is on this Y-axis. I'm
Yeah.
really considering
You're
ripping it apart again.
Oh, really? You don't want it too tight?
Too
No,
tight
too
will,
tight and it'll
burn
pull
out
the
bearings
bearings
and
Yeah, you want to have it tight as a base.
Want to just push it together or something? Or give it a little give?
My problem with this one so far anyways, is that there's just not a, if there was maybe like a centimeter, I'm not even like, just a centimeter extra of belt. Dang it.
So on that carriage part you're working on now with those square nuts,
Yeah.
I had a problem on the more recent one where one of the holes was a bit too big
Okay.
and the damn square nuts kept falling out.
Right. Yeah, I have a problem where, yet again, I'm on my hands and knees on the floor.
We got to get you a magnet on a stick.
That's what I said. A magnet on a rope or a stick or something, yeah. Or a big long screwdriver that's magnetic, so just like a wand.
Oh, I have one of those magnetic grabber things.
See you later, Fred.
Bye,
Hi,
Fred.
Freddie.
Good.
And hello, Michael Molinari.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Okay.
Ja, is goed. Dat doe ik zo.
Yo.
You know
So,
what
yeah.
you could have there, Jordan? You could have a child in the corner to pick up these parts when you drop them.
No, because the childs like to be on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And they're very cute.
They're stinking cute, but then I'm going to get like a YouTube issue for putting kids on the internet. And
Okay, I'll do this. If you hadn't noticed the one bouncing around behind me.
yeah.
So Mr. Maker says you
Demonetized.
should do the Nylock mod on the Prusa, and I agree with you, Jordan. Just run it stock for now.
Nylock mod.
Should do the Nylock mod. What's the Nylock mod?
So those spacers that we were talking about for your bed,
Yeah, yeah.
you take those out and you put Nylock nuts on there instead, and the Nylock nuts provide tension, so when you turn the screws, you can more accurately adjust the bed to make it perfectly flat. The problem is, because it's a PCB board,
You can actually flex it.
well, as it heat cycles, it's going to throw that off.
Yeah. So my logical theory is if you're using any kind of bed leveling probe, be it a Pinda, a BL Touch, an inductive probe, a Easy ABL, whatever, hard mount the bed.
Yep.
Use evenly sized spacers, tighten everything up equally, hard mount it, and let the software take care of the problem. Okay. Take the IR sensor and locate the end with the smaller connector. Got it. Place the cable in the X carriage. Use a small printer overhang as a cable inside. This should be the connector. The X carriage should be around 15 millimeters. Ruler. Oh, we will adjust it later.
We will.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, just leave a little bit of slack so you can plug in the sensor. That's all you really need.
Ta-da!
Ta-done.
Ta-done.
How many
And
Now
now
more?
I
you're
need to...
You're going to need both hands for these next steps to get all these wires routed correctly.
Correct. Because what I need to do is go loop-a-doo. Through there. Through there.
You don't need much slack there at the extruder motor.
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Do, 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 dun, 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 dun. Demonetized.
You know you were already demonetized as soon as you let me in. Eh?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, this doesn't really clip in right now. It just hangs out.
Correct. It just sits there.
That's kind of a pain in the...
The fan will hold all those wires in place. That's kind of why you need both hands.
Aha. Because now I'm going to take this one. Why is that? Oh, I see. Because there's no screws through there. That's why it's pulling out.
Yep.
I was like, why is there a gap there?
And don't worry too much about that filament sensor wire either, because even after it's all screwed together, you've still got the ability to pull it both ways on it.
Favorite tip for pushing wires into crevices? Ball end socket.
Because it doesn't have a sharp point on it, it's not going to break the wires.
Yeah. So, because I got to get the wire buried into this little
Okay.
channel, which is just causing them to pop out every time I do it. But
Yeah, and it will until you get the fan there.
that's a pain in the butt.
So, I'm going to make some food.
What are you making, bud?
Well, I'm gonna make some meat and some potatoes. So,
Come
I
on
don't
back
know what-
later if you're around. If not, we'll see you.
well, I have a wireless headset. I don't mind. Oh, okay. We have smoked pork steak.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Oh, I like. So there's the instruction right there, Bob. Is use the one with the ball end so you can actually get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked pork steak.
Okay.
Let's hook on.
What?
The actual IR sensor.
Little itty bitty thing.
Oh, she's a tiny one.
And if this fails, I can always make chicken nuggets. So.
Teeny tiny. Do not touch the PCB or the chip. Yada yada yada.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah. Next.
Blah, blah,
next step,
frickety
go,
blah.
go, go.
And you need that teeny tiny little screw.
So, are you gonna finish it today, Jordan, or?
That's the plan, bud.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's not too far off from it.
What's your first test print gonna be? Already an idea, or?
We talked about it last night. I'm gonna just run the SD card for a little bit. Why do you not have it plug it in first and then drop it in the hole? Like, come on.
You've got enough slack in that cord to not make it necessary, and the tension of the cord will make it hard to put the screw in. I tried it both ways.
Oh. So you're that kind of guy.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it, right?
Huh? Indeed, indeed.
How do you think we got Pokon dressed up in makeup?
Mm.
We're not going to talk about that.
I don't mind.
Try.
Let's see.
He was pretty. Ow!
Oh, I need
Teeny
a
tiny
wireless
little
cam.
screw. Wouldn't that be a thing? It's called a cell phone.
No. So I can. Yeah, true, but cell phones are not really meant for that stuff in my eyes.
Now that you've got that screwed in place, you can plug that cord in and fish the cable through.
Also, I'm sorry for all the noises and stuff that you may hear. Oop.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's talking about it banging around in the kitchen.
Yeah, I know, but I can mute him.
Correct.
That's true, Dad.
Okay, so now I need to plug in my wire. And let's take a look at the
With the little thingy, the latch thingy pointed up.
little latch thingy pointed up. Okay. Bingo. Delightful.
Yes, these are technical terms. The latch thingy.
Yeah.
Thingamagoo.
Leave a slack behind the sensor, like in the picture.
I'm learning all the words.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, route your wire. Good. Now,
M3 by 40.
and I'm going to go through here.
And that's going to take care of all those gaps you were just talking about.
Some of them until I get the door on the others.
Yeah.
Well, it'll take care of the top gap, yeah. Personal pro tip when you're building a printer on your own, maybe not one of these kits. Don't over tighten screws into extruder or motor bodies because you'll just strip the motor body. Because I've done that.
I put
Oh,
one
it's not
through
fun.
some bloody. Okay. What's it called? The cap tube. I put a screw through cap tube once. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering how.
Right?
I screwed it.
We've taken our fan and we're doing the directions and we're going to gently push the wires in the hole and then jam it with a thing.
Fruit flies everywhere.
Okay. Now
There
I
are
want to
teeny
take
tiny little markings on there for the fan direction and airflow direction.
Well, if I don't know what airflow fan direction I'm supposed to be using right now, I think I should just pack it up and go home.
I'm just throwing
But
that
you're
out.
already home. Oh, I wanna be the first.
Billy says fruit flies like a banana.
Yeah. is that like
Wait,
an
Billy
animal?
Rubin or which Billy?
It just says Billy.
It might be
Hi,
our
Billy.
Billy.
Oh, Billy underscore. I'm not seeing the chat move.
You might have to load it through
Yeah.
YouTube instead. I do that. I have the YouTube chat popped out and floating
Ah.
above the others. Okay.
Same here.
I don't know if you noticed the precision of that one, Bob, but I really
Oh, Jesus.
crammed that right in there.
But you kind of contradicted something I think you said to me before a while ago, Monkey, where you said that building a kit will teach you more about 3D printing than
Yes.
buying
But
a
you
pre-made one.
need to have some level of
Mechanical ability.
and commitment to the hobby. If you're getting your very first printer, you're not hooked yet. This
Yes.
could throw you off.
Because if you think that every printer is a 6-hour minimum.
I think he just cooked himself.
I think it sounds like he cooked himself. So if you think that every printer build is going to be a 6-hour minimum build, you may not be interested in doing it. Truthfully, I know people who have built printer kits from whatever stages, be it from a Core XY design, like a rail core or like a hypercube or one of these, and they're not hooked. And then you see somebody who buys a Ender 3, 2 bolts, 4 bolts, whatever, bump it in, boom, 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 and then they realize, you know what, this isn't for me, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. It should be for everybody, but sometimes people will have their own choices.
About 5 or 6 years ago, we bought one of those kits. It was a really cheap kit, from AliExpress. And yeah, built it, and it never worked because the bars were all bent in it. So it was kind of like, shove it to the side.
Yep, and that's frustrating, right? Or like your Chiron, right? It's a nice printer. It's a good build. Sorry, Pokon, I'm going to mute you for a minute, bud.
Oh, yeah, sure. My bad.
Okay.
Wait. I can mute myself.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, like it's a good printer, right? I have one. It's a nice machine. But if it throws... Most of the times when I see somebody posting a printer for sale around here or talking about them on Facebook groups and stuff like that, it's because they can't get something to work right.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, it's not anything more than, I can't get it to calibrate properly or something,
So Billy in chat says it is Billy _. And Mike Never Let the Machines Win says we were talking about those fans last night, and he realized he already has them.
I'm not surprised. Now, if Mike can find where that fan is, I'll give him $1.
And we have Zolan in chat.
Zolan came by. He was going to come by later after he finished watching a Smarter Everyday video. So, Zolan, do you feel smarter today? I love that channel, by the way. If you aren't watching it,
I was over on his birthday.
Destin's got some great content because it's just simple, easy to watch, easy to follow. He's so calm and chill.
I are not watching it.
Smarter Every Day. It's a great channel. I just watched one the other day about sea turtles, which was great.
All y'all keep me busy enough with videos. I don't think I'm going to jump into another high content producer.
You know what? But it's not. Like, I think he does a video like once every couple weeks or months even. Lately, I think he's done a little bit more because obviously he's had a little bit of time, haven't we all? But
no, we haven't.
Listen, Bob.
Some people have had to work.
I don't know what that's like.
All these people say, with the last few months off, we have been able to do so much. And those of us who still have to work makes you feel like a schmuck.
Yeah. Like I haven't had time for anything, man. Ooh, beer. I have the beer.
You're going to fry your meat in beer?
Nah. I got, yesterday I got marinated meat from my dad. It was marinated with beer, so that was fun.
What the devil are you doing, Jordan?
Huh? I am doing step 29, extruder idler assembly. I don't know if you noticed, but Joe's winking at me, and I have to do what Joe tells me to do.
I see.
And orientation, we're that way. And this goes in comme ça, and then this goes in.
You got both your bearings in there?
Yeah. Man, that is a tight.
It's tight in the plastic.
Yeah. Oh, a little too tight in the plastic, I think.
Try going from the other direction.
Okay, I'm not seeing stuff, so that sounded more like a happy time.
Oh, he's hitting something. What's it?
Well, the problem is that These are thin little pieces, and I really do not want to break it.
Okay. Don't you forget about me.
There we go. Stressful moment here, I'm gonna tell you. Like, this is
Stressful moment. Why?
because it's all riding on not snapping this tiny little part that already looks like it has an under extrusion line in it, which isn't focusing.
Okay.
So when I did that, I just pressed it down on the bench like what you were doing a bit ago.
Can you see that line there?
Yep.
At the top of the hole?
Print
It doesn't
somewhere
go
else.
all the way around, but it's enough that I don't want to mess with it. But the nice part about having a nice little bench is that you can just drive it tappy, tappy, tappy.
Just pound it in. I thought that'd get a chuckle.
My trick here is now to get just enough of it so that it's halfway in each one.
I'm kind of behaving.
You have a Zolon in your waiting room.
Oh, and he's
Yeah,
Hello.
there. We go. How you feeling, bud?
The allergy meds have got me a little loopy.
Good job. Okay, that was stressful,
Look
but
at
we're
the
done that
screen,
phase.
Jordan.
Huh?
Look at the screen.
The loopy or the kid behind you going insane.
You know he's always insane.
Going is a term that's relative, right? Mind me, I just got to clip a piece of filament here.
Use your Allen key. It'll work better.
Yep.
I want to see what the filament looks like.
Okay.
I will use the Allen key, but I like to see what it looks like.
2 other random letters strung together that mean affirmative.
Ugh.
Drinking some beer. Ugh. That's blasphemy.
Brr.
There it is.
Poor Pokon finally finds it, and Jordan's got it and stuck in his mouth.
So I've got one going nice straight through. We were very close to being aligned, but we were just not catching in the lip of the PTFE.
Nice.
Oh, so drive alignment. Okay.
Yeah, it's because you got to get these two Bontech gears meshed together properly, or else disaster happens, right?
Filament stripping.
Well,
I
and then
actually
when you go to
never
load it,
used
it
a
just won't
Bontech, so I
load
don't know yet.
properly.
That's not a Bontech, believe it or not, Zolon. That is the standard Mark III's extruder.
Ah.
But it uses
Yep.
Bontech style dual gear.
Not style. Those are Bontech gears. Right? Or am I wrong now?
They are Bontech gears, but they're not the massive
Is that the empty room
torque
talking?
ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, so it's the internals from a BMG, but that's it.
And I believe we have Devin joining us.
Hi, Devin.
Hey,
Thanks,
Devin.
Bob.
It's the real Karen.
Yep.
I feel like we're making connections all over.
Hello, Monkey and Bob and Zolon and Pokon.
Hi.
Hey.
Hot, 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 hot. So, what's everybody up to? I know that Jordan is building a printer.
We are providing moral support to Jordan building a printer. It's the most important thing ever.
Okay.
It's mostly mental
I'm getting
support,
distracted by them.
realistically.
From them.
Okay, so the door opens and closes nice and happy. Screw from the other side
With the spring.
with the spring. I know. It's the one thing I don't. So that thing is, I've built a bear extruder before.
Mhm.
And it was fantastic.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I still need to print the extrude. No, wait, I don't.
We have
Hi,
another
Mike.
mic in chat.
Hey, Mike.
All right, how tight do you make this thing now? Since there's
Which
only
one?
one screw.
The
Sorry. Head of the screw should be aligned slightly below the surface. Oh, I hear spring tensioning. Good.
Nice.
So it depends on what you're printing with. With your standard PLA, you make the head of that screw tight with the backside there where you're tightening it up at.
Yeah.
When you switch to a flexible, you're going to back that screw off until the threads are flush with the nut on the door.
So now I got to get some flexibles.
I really need to upgrade my MK3 to an S.
I'm not gonna lie. So far, I'm very happy with this transaction.
You have been giddy over this transaction. You've
Bob,
been
has the
giddy.
complaint department increased any since last night?
It depends on no, there haven't been any new ones today.
There was a reiteration of a complaint.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Oh, that is a sloppy printer hole. Wow.
No comment.
No, this. So this one for the fan is like. You don't need to tighten it in. It's just.
It's like throwing a sausage through a hallway.
Well, the best part of that is you don't need that nut yet,
No, I'm taking that nut out because.
so it's going to fall.
Oh, all the inner
Could have
windows.
been, Bob
Yep.
died a while ago. I don't know.
We have a whale in the chat.
Well. Well. If we had a Nando in there too, we could have a full party. But
A whale Nando. Sweet onion sauce. Okay, I'm gonna do
Want me
that.
to come out so you can get in, Wales?
secure using an M10. I don't know if Whale's going to be streaming or just hanging. Or there she goes, tight.
And Fernando is here.
Right, so it's a full party.
Nando! Okay, fan shroud. The fan shroud was initially designed for the M3 by 18 screw, but based on the feedback and make sure the assembly is convenient, use the M3 by 20.
Well, at least they listen to feedback.
Beer extruder bag includes only 2 M320 screws. Please use another one from the spare bag. Well, mine's fine. But I'm going to insert my nut.
Whale, what are you on with Prusa support for? We know some people with some experience.
Not me.
People and experience. Just YOLO it. What could go wrong?
Heavy YOLO. That's all you need. Okay, so now this has got to go in there. What's so tiny?
No, that sucks.
Wow. Min temp. That's weird.
It's most likely a bad thermistor.
Yep. But since it's covered, you just call and you get it.
Heck yeah.
That's what I like about Prusa stuff. It's like you call them and it's shit not working in this end. Yeah, okay, we'll send you new stuff.
But if you've got a digital multimeter, you can test that thermistor yourself and cut some of the testing processes out.
How?
You're going to read a resistance value, and if you
Okay.
there's a chart. I don't know where the chart is anymore, but
Well, the biggest thing is if you have a value, because if you have no value, it ain't working.
and some people have no value.
Hey, I try my best, okay?
Just filler poke on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you guys out of the chat because I have food and beer and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, buddy. Well, thanks for stopping by. Always
Yeah.
good to see you.
it's always fun to join in.
Nice to see you, Pokon.
What the hell is? I'm just sitting here at my computer and I see like that Dolan.
Hi.
It kind of creeps me out, but I still like it.
We figured you would.
You just want to pet his head.
Seriously?
Yes.
Thank you, Nut, for not going into oblivion.
Can you drop any more?
No, the problem is so. Yes, I can, Karen. Thank you. I just dropped another one. Make that both of them.
9 topics.
Oh, man.
This is why she's Karen.
You know what? I'm not even going to bother looking for them. I'm going to go to my spare parts, and I'm getting 2 M3 screws.
Oh, non-processed screws.
M3 nuts, because, quite honestly,
Have a
I'm
fun build, peeps.
tired.
See you, Pokon.
Bye.
Bye. See, Monkey, next thing you know, Karen's going to go to Bob and complain about something that you're doing.
Oh.
So the problem is if you got to keep these things like.
It's the wrong kind of Karen there, Devin.
I'm the nice Karen.
Oh, your name is actually Karen? I thought your Twitter handle was a meme.
No. No! I'm
no,
actually
she's-
Karen. Okay.
Okay, I am sorry for thinking that your Twitter handle was a meme.
You're all good. I'm actually Karen, yeah. That's why everybody's like, damn it.
As long as you're a nice Karen.
I am. I'm nice. Sometimes.
You got it, Monkey?
It's not fitting into the fans crowd.
It doesn't line up very well. You're going to probably have to loosen that top mount just a little bit to futz it into place.
Steampunk Star Fox. Maybe?
Okay, I can make this work. I think.
It looks like it's not going to line up properly, and then at the end, it just does.
Problem I have is capturing that
Right?
nut right now is just.
On the back side of that loose one.
Yeah, I broke that part.
Because
And the plastic around that fan is really, really brittle. So
I know, there always are.
I done broke my first one of those.
I usually put washers on mine. See, my problem is that this little nut is quite loose in his home. So we're going to have to tag team it.
Sounds like that nut needs a little bit of super glue.
Sounds like that nut.
Bought a Prusa.
Viking!
It's the Viking.
Hey, Viking! Here you go, Sleepy Viking.
He might be Sleepy Viking. It is way early for him.
That's what I mean.
Viking with coffee, maybe?
Does
Not-
Viking actually sleep?
Not
No.
that early.
I don't think Viking drinks coffee.
No, sounds like Viking needs to click the link so we can answer all our questions.
Clickety clickety click.
He could just be putting on a shirt. Remember, he's Viking. He could just be walking around.
Yeah.
So there's the only downside to the super glue.
Oh. God.
It peels off easy.
I like
Yes. with
Gorilla
skin.
Glue, super glue.
I'm sure you do. Gotta keep it in the family.
I don't know if you have to or if you should.
Karen might appreciate it if you don't.
Careful, she'll offer you some of her nips.
Oh, you want my nips? They're still here.
You still got some?
Oh, yeah.
There.
I'm always flashing my nips. I've got the other ones as well.
That was exactly what I was expecting as well.
And quite honestly, they're delicious.
They are.
I've been having so much fun with them.
You're going to keep the boxes for years to come.
I
Possibly.
kind of want to buy a box just for that.
I used to have tons of them in high school. I had them on me all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, move over llama loops. Nips
Why
are the
would
new
anybody
thing.
call sweets that, though? I mean, true. They're imports because Ireland, you know. I've never seen them before.
You've never seen nips before.
No.
I mean, I've literally never heard of them until like 3 seconds ago.
Oh, it's a common thing here. You don't look in the candy aisle much, do you?
No? Why would I?
Oh, because candy
Because
is
there's good candy.
Did anybody answer Viking?
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was pulling steaks out of the freezer.
Again, it's a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
If he wants to show up shirtless, he's allowed. It's
I'm
not
pretty
even
sure it's
considered
not
sin.
it's not against the YouTube guidelines.
For boys.
Yes. Unfortunately, Karen and I have to wear shirts.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I don't know who made these rules, but I disagree.
I'm wearing.
All right. So you know what's just going to be easier than messing with that?
Having somebody else build it?
No, not putting super glue on your threads. It's just much better. I should have used I've got loose dummy screws that I use for things like this, but I didn't because I'm a dummy. So. Okay. Once more with feeling. I can hear my children banging upstairs. It's delightful.
That's disturbing.
The dining room table is above my head. And it's lunchtime for them. So the only nice part about a little extra super glue dried up on the threads of this is I know 100% that it's not going to unthread itself midway on this fan.
So, Whale, I think the readings may not be exactly the same, but they should be similar.
What's this? Okay. Look at that, like a glove. You know what? Because hot end fans need to be removed from time to time, we're going to do that one too. Just because it's wholly a problem when you can't, and you got to take a fan apart or something like that, and then the screw falls out because it's. So just a dab will do, yeah. It got all quiet and serious. I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, I'm looking
reading
at the
about
weather.
firmware.
Firmware.
According to the weather station, hurricane level rain will be here this evening.
It's your hurricane level rain's supposed to hit here tomorrow.
So, well, yeah, roll back the firmware and give it a shot. The other thing is, even though you're getting a good reading now, if there's a wire that's moving, that's broken somewhere and isn't breaking contact until it moves a certain way, that could be causing a problem too.
So I had that happen on my i3 Mega, where the bed thermistor, the wire was broken in such a way that it would print fine, except if it ever had to go almost to home.
Yeah.
Because of the way the pressure point was. So on small prints, ran perfectly fine. I tried to run a bigger print, it kept failing. And
So
I just
that's-
ended up having to split the wire and fix it.
And that's what's got me on what Whale is talking about having happened, because he says it happens every time in 6 hours into a print.
Yeah.
Is it just the timing or is it the level? Because I had my thermistor do that because it had a small nick in the wire at a certain height on the Z.
We have Grumpy Dude in the chat.
Grumpy!
Oh,
Hello.
Hey, Grumpy. Okay, so
Okay.
if it's timing, I have no idea. The only thing timing-wise I could think of is maybe the hot end heat causing the thermistor to, the wires to change. I don't know.
Where am I going to put this sweet E3D sticker? That's a good question.
I've still got them just sitting in a box somewhere.
Mine's on my laptop.
I might put it on my sticker board. Look at how cute this little panda is.
Oh, so my alien box finally showed up yesterday.
Cool.
Have yet to actually open it.
Why you got to rub it in, Devin?
What?
Some of these fine folks can't get those.
Wait, Karen, are you not US based?
No, Karen's in Ireland.
Ah.
Oh.
I can get it too. It's just it's going to cost me a nugget and a half of money.
Hey, Viking.
You will eventually get one.
Hmm?
What?
Hey,
I will eventually get one box, yes.
Assuming Tanny ever gets his shit together.
Good luck with that.
That's an if.
Good luck.
But then again, Tanny getting his shit together is about even less probable than me getting my shit together.
That's what happens when you're married.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, this is a family channel, please.
Fine.
Where the
What's
fuck
up,
is my
guys?
zip ties?
Family channel. Uh-huh.
That was fantastic timing. Are they behind the other parts?
Don't swear so fucking much.
Like, I've got lots of zip ties, but I want to use my special Prusa ones.
And on your desk there by the screwdrivers, you've got a bag leaning up against the wall. Is it behind that?
No.
Nope.
Wow,
Those are
the
parts we haven't
shipping
touched.
regs from US to Ireland are nuts.
Yes.
Viking, I see you voted to put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Grumpy
now.
says he doesn't want to be in the chat.
Yeah, probably best.
I
Oh,
can't
you know what happened?
mail tea to Ireland.
When you turn the bag over and they're on top of another bag of zip ties, you know what they look like?
Zip ties.
Every other bag of zip ties that I have.
So what's so
Irish
special
tea
about the
is
first one?
fantastic.
Cruza zip ties?
No, I just wanted to use them because they're in the bag, and I opened the bag yesterday.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
My
Oh,
bag of
look at,
Cruza
like-
zip ties remains unopened.
Look at this. Just
Mess of wires. You know what works really good for zip ties? Tall shot glasses.
Nice. Well, in regards to me being tired, yes, I am, as always. Got
It's
about
it's
2
basically
hours.
your aesthetic now.
But what
Yeah.
time is it? It's not that late right now, is it?
No, it's 8 p.m. almost.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Okay, we are at a stage in life where we are going to attach a thing to a thing with a big ball of.
So the hot end wires go below the rod. The rest of the wires go between them.
How about we just do this where click you down.
So why did you buy a Prusa?
Why not?
Oh, those are good printers.
So what are we drinking today?
Blood of our enemies.
Yeah, the ordinary stuff.
Okay.
Oh, it's concentrate. As usual. I don't have any smoothies here now. And also don't drink coffee. You're right, Bob.
I thought I remembered you saying that.
Yeah. I actually like coffee, I just don't like caffeine. I get I can't even say it now, I'm too tired.
Jittery?
Yeah. I hope I get some good
I don't
sleep.
know how I would feel about you being jittery and high spun because you're so chill
Yeah.
that like I think it would actually like disturb me a little.
Who is this guy?
Why is he
Would
so awake?
Yeah.
I can imagine a hyper Viking talks a lot.
Yeah, I can talk a lot. Occasionally.
What?
Yeah.
He's got to be in a setting where he can get a word in.
Yeah, that's true. Many of the streams we do, it's not possible to get a word in. I don't like to talk over people. So I'm nice like that.
I'm slightly concerned that Karen's playing with a blowtorch.
I'm slightly concerned that Karen got quiet because that's usually a sign of trouble.
With a
I think
blowtorch.
she muted her headset.
Okay, now zip ties. Align the bearing similar to the picture. The position of lower bearing doesn't matter for now. Place the extruder bearings. Thing. Tighten and cut the zip ties. Okay, we're ready for a complaint.
Uh-oh.
Number 4.
It's a throwback to the previous complaint
Yes.
because
Of number 2.
they're asking me to cut the zip ties, and I'm going to tell you that zip tie cutting with the included needle nose pliers is going to leave you a little tiny little tab, whereas flush cutters are just that, flush.
So we've complained 3 times now about the lack of flush cutters.
Look, they would be orange handled. You know they would.
Yeah.
100% they'd be orange handled. And then Mike would have orange handled flush cutters, like a bunch of them.
See,
And he would be very happy.
I'm not sure that they would be orange handled because the Phillips screwdrivers
Are red handled.
was blue 8 months ago, and then went red.
Huh. Both of mine are red.
It's funny because they're actually 2 different sizes as well.
And have a zip tie do over. I wasn't quite paying attention.
Did you put the head in the wrong way?
No, I didn't center the bearings. I was slightly askew.
A view askew?
It's because of Karen and her blowtorch.
You blaming me?
Devin, you've opened the box. Now you have to start soldering.
And yes, he is blaming you.
Karen doesn't get, or Devin doesn't get the projects, Bob.
Only the filaments for now.
Devin's a filament only.
Assuming school gets their shit sorted out, I should be getting a raise, which then I can afford to get the full box.
Nice.
But as of right now, just 20 a month kind of hurts. So I just don't do the 36.
No.
Go.
That's a really pretty thing.
Once more with feeling. The assembly oil on these really make it easier to spin the zip ties up and out of the way. All right.
So
what are you guys working on? I see you working on the Prusa, of course, but Devin, Karen, Bob, Solan.
Bugman's lantern, his gothic lantern that he released.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think I saw that on Twitter today. Cool.
I just finished printing. I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Now I know I'm going to screw that up, but Hino just popped in.
Hino.
Say hello.
Oh no.
Hello. Howdy.
Oh no. Hino.
So
That's the thing is, especially people from other countries, I don't actually know if that's really your name or just a stage name or a handle, but that's what we call you now, and that's how it is.
I'm just following along with the instructions for Jordan and keeping an eye on chat for him so he can focus on his build.
Nice.
We are on to the belt. Hopefully this one's not too small.
So, Devin, what are you working on?
I am modifying Unikitty parts because my test prints are not as tight as I wanted them to be.
You need to tune your printer.
No, I made my tolerance too big.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're supposed to snap together like Legos and...
This is what I'm working on.
Zolan's going to play with his drone controller.
Sweet.
Which I do in a different room than that camera, which is why I'm not on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that and I got no pants on.
Yeah, that's allowed.
And now you have Karen's attention.
You had her interest, but now you
Who has no pants?
The raccoon. Here.
So I want to confirm, Zolan, is it a raccoon or a red panda?
Trash panda.
Trash
Raccoon.
panda. Okay. Because my son, when he came downstairs, he was like the other day, he goes, "Daddy, there's a red panda on the screen talking."
Yeah, it kind of looks like one.
Because I'm not going to lie, he's 6, but he's smarter than I am. So,
Yeah.
how deep does that belt go?
All the way.
What do you think? You'll need the small Allen key to push it in.
No,
So-
I use terminal block screwdriver.
So,
Very
Zolan,
expensive
I
terminal
blame
block
you. You kind of opened up the drone can of worms.
Mm-hmm.
I literally retired from drone racing in March, and you're wanting me to get back in. You're making me want to get back into it.
Did you retire undefeated or something? Is that like a bragging thing, or what's the?
No, I just didn't have time for it anymore.
And I'm not going to be doing drone racing. I'm going to be doing just freestyle stuff and exploring with mine.
Yeah,
I flew mine the other day for the first time in forever.
I mean, I was undefeated when I retired, but that's just because I didn't have time for it, not because I was like winning or anything.
And for me, you can blame Tim, Greg, and Marcel.
Yeah, you, Marcel, Tim, and Greg. It's like, why did I get rid of all my drone stuff?
Oh, you never get rid of it. You just put it away in the closet.
Oh,
She doesn't have enough room.
It is put away, except for my flight goggles. I sold those.
The fat sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're worth
Another-
a pretty penny, but they're so commonplace nowadays that it's easy just to get a new set.
Greg is actually sending me some drone stuff, including a set of goggles and a couple micros.
Nice.
Hino
I
says
got into-
Hino is his real name.
What was that, Bob?
Hino says that Hino is his real name.
Yep, it is.
Oh. Delightful.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I texted my old race captain yesterday. I was like, hey, you know how I retired? I might come back.
Yeah, have time for that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I never got into drone racing or flying at all. I would like to, but all my money, the little I have, go to printers. So
Well, I had a friend who did it and was like, "Hey, do you want to come to a race with me?" And I was like, they weren't doing that great. Like, "Hey, just for shits and giggles, do you want to race this final race?" And I actually won the race.
nice.
And they were like, "Wait, you can fly drones?" Like, well, I've never done it before, but it's easy. Which turned into a 3-year drone racing stunt.
So Bob, this belt
Correct.
is about 1.25 inches longer than it needs to be.
Correct.
Yes. It's supposed to be trimmed.
Before you trim it out, make sure that that is as loose as it can be. Yep.
It is. Yep.
And then
I just find it very funny that the belt for the X or the Y, if I had this much left over, I would have been loving life.
So Tom says, last night we had a wolf, and today we've got a raccoon. This stream gets crazy.
And now we have a frenzy.
And now we have a frenzy.
Wolf. Who was the wolf? Was that you, Bob?
My dog came in the room. I didn't do the face rig.
I saw a very funny meme that was, if you're complaining about having to wear a face mask, you're openly admitting that furries are tougher than you.
Correct.
So what was that, Karen?
Because the kids. That's Wexter's Hellboy. I printed it yesterday on his birthday.
Nice.
So it's like resin print. I like it. It's Wise Text pink, but it's kind of more skin tone.
Yep.
But it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I like it.
Delightful.
I don't dare to do anything that detailed yet with my resin printer.
Sweet.
I sold my resin printer.
You liking it there, Jordan?
Well, so right now the belt is tray floppy, but once we give this a little
ADS
torque, it's much better. Might even be a little bit.
It is great.
That'd actually be a little bit too long.
I have a resin printer at work, but we have no resin.
I have resin with no printer.
It sounds like a hookup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan's
Resin
getting
printing
intense
is
right now.
what?
He's getting intense. He's like right into it. See, this is why I mute. Do you hear these noisy monkeys?
Yeah.
I used a good word.
Here we are yet again with perhaps not the best thing for a beginner. Because I wonder how many calls they get about belt tension and
Step 50.
what about step 50?
Gives you all of the instructions for how to do that.
Yeah, Tom. I also had a photo.
Right, guys, I'm gonna pop out because of flat and stuff.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye
too.
bye.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, my photon worked well, but it's a bit messy, and it's pretty small.
Thanks.
I enjoy FDM more, anyways.
Special delivery by the best wife on earth.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay, so now with copious amounts of wires just dangling everywhere to get caught and torn, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna spin this baby around. Make sure we're not resting on the wires.
Yeah, Tom. I would probably buy a resin printer again someday, but it will be a bigger one.
Yeah, you gotta get like the Phenom.
Yeah, or the new Anycubic, something 0. That
You know,
I just saw. I managed to see the review posted. That was removed half an hour later. So looks pretty good and a decent size.
not certain how I feel about the tension of this.
There's so much tension here.
The bottom is just so loose, but the top is tight, so whatever. Now we're gonna.
Karen's excited that she has a wrench.
Yeah. Why don't I have a wrench? What the hell, Jordan?
Oh,
I don't have one either.
Zolan, you're new here. Viking's
Yeah.
been here for forever.
Okay, when was the last time I streamed, people?
Yesterday.
Way back. Oh,
And were you-
yesterday, yeah.
Were you here yesterday?
No. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna call that aligned.
Nope.
Okay.
Chris Travis was here yesterday. Yeah.
Oh my God, people are needy.
right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Testing the belts. Use a pliers, hold the motor,
Grundites.
turn it. Well, why would I need to use pliers when I can just use your... Move the extruder towards the X-adder. Don't use... If the belt is stretched properly, you should feel resistance and the extruder won't move at all. What?
Is today Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Today would be Sunday, Devin.
Oh, I see.
A Catholic asking what day it is.
Well, when you can't go to mass,
Yeah,
how do you know
true.
what day it is?
All right.
They're still going here.
Bob, how do we
You
feel
like-
about this?
Never
Do the
did it
step
once.
where you hold it, jiggle it, ain't nothing moving. Step complete.
Nice.
We feel with our hands.
I've already trimmed the belt, so too late for that one.
You do have the fine tuning of that extra long bolt that you threw in the carriage earlier on.
Is that how it works?
That's what that's for.
Because I'm as far as I can go on these screws.
As far
They
which
are
way?
not-
Towards the extruder or away from it?
Away from it,
Okay.
so I don't have any more.
Yeah, so I wouldn't bother with that. If you really wanted to give yourself some more adjustability, you
Yeah.
could knock another tooth off the belt or two.
So the problem is, and I just tried it, is it's not the length of the belt itself. It's that where the tooth lines up is like once I pull it tight, it's sitting. Like I have to actually move it. It doesn't go far enough past to catch the lugs inside of there. So after
you just pop that motor off.
Next month, I'll just trim the belt a little.
There you go.
And I'm just going to tighten this in for now until it stops, just so it doesn't vibrate out.
And then tighten those other 3.
Oh, they're already tight.
And then you get to use your wonderful little piece of nylon.
Oh, and look, it wants me to cut one end of it into a point.
I forgot how nice having that auto filament sensor is.
I'm just going to use my snips instead of...
It's really nice when it works.
Yeah, I broke my sensor like a month in.
I had a problem with mine about 2 days after assembling this last printer.
So I've technically never really had filament run out on my printer.
I've had filament break, but not run out.
There we go.
Oh no, that's not true. I had to run out once.
No, I've had plenty of runouts. I've never had filament runout detection work.
Oh, I've had that work once, and that was because I was using the palette.
Okay.
You're going to want to turn the back of that printer towards you.
I know. Like I knew it as soon as I did it, but I think my tail's connected enough.
Maybe.
So I can pull the whole printer with it. M40. A nut and a thing. And a thing. I see. All right, there we go. Wasn't that fancy?
It's something, all right. It's a bit less fiddly than the Bear one.
So the nice part about when I made my Bear A10 is basically it was just bolting the Bear stuff to my own carriage assembly that was modified to make it fit. So I don't have the wire management thing.
So that one long piece that you're screwing into the back of the carriage housing?
Yeah.
On the Bear is 2 pieces that do the exact same thing.
Okay.
So a whole extra screw and a seam for no reason.
It happens.
It's a thing. Mike says to stop triggering him.
I think Mike has a problem with filament runout not working. As in, it bothers him when people don't use it.
I use it. It works great on mine.
I don't have I don't actually. Oh no, that's not true. It does work on the Chiron still, and if I turned it on, it would work on the A10 or on the i3 Mega. But otherwise, I have 0 printers that use filament runout.
Yeah,
I just
don't have that on any of my printers.
I just don't care. To be honest with you, if it runs out, it runs out. Like nothing I'm after is that hypercritical, right?
It's just nice that when it does run out, you can just walk in and put more in and have it continue the print instead of having to throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm considering using it on Ymir. Would suck having a week-long or 2-week-long print.
No, and what board are you going to run on the mirror?
I'm going to use the Duet I have already.
The Duet got a really good filament runout sensor system and everything. So
yeah,
that's what happened there. I ran out of filament.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob, I'm glad we didn't do this last night.
I agree.
Yes, starting with that at 12 a.m.
Well, I wouldn't have gotten to this stage at all because We've been streaming now for an hour and 45 minutes, and
Yeah.
all I've done is this one step.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah, it
time.
would have been 2 a.m. Okay.
So
Yeah,
Grumpy, on the 3S, they rearranged that stuff, and it's no longer getting stuck in the sensor. It gets that steel ball makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Now, just like my daughter's ponytail,
Hey, Josh.
Josh says knock knock.
Hey, Josh. Howdy.
Hello.
hey, bud,
Hey.
Eating again?
Yeah, it's lunch.
is that twice in 24 hours?
It's leftovers from last night.
I just took a bite of pizza. I've only had a cup of coffee this morning, so.
Yeah.
All right. So now we just.
Hey, Grumpy.
Put the wires in the hole.
Really don't want to go in that channel, do they?
No, it's tough to keep them there. You'll want to thread your zip ties around there to hold them in place, and loosely, just enough to guide them.
So what's your banners say down there, Josh?
Do what?
You have a green line of text I can barely read.
Because it's on my virtual camera. It's just got my website.
Ah,
Beautiful mystery 3D printing boxes, printers, accessories, upgrades.
Just there. I'm sorry, Josh, but I finally closed that tab that was on my computer that had website open.
My website open?
I've had I just have it open like all the time for stuff. You know what? That's gonna work fine. Take the 4 screws and punch it in the back. Good. You know what's handy? If I can see where the screw hole is,
I find hands to be very handy.
Yeah.
they can be, but sometimes they get a little handsy. Oh, well, that's kind of fun. You can almost change the belt without having to take that back panel off.
Unfortunately, you can't.
So, something either clicked or cracked. We'll find out.
uh-oh.
Oops.
Let's go with clicked.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's just close it back
Okay.
up and leave it as click. It's got all the screws in there. Everything's fine. That thing is... It is in there.
Why are you crashing so much so long?
Trying to learn how to do flips and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Devin. At least worst case scenario, if it is something, it's printed part as opposed to the Y sled, which was going to be stripped last night.
Yes.
Holy crap.
I have a personal tip for anybody who likes pineapple on their pizza.
It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So instead of
I
getting
like it.
you guys know about Hawaiian pizza, right?
Which isn't actually Hawaiian, but yeah.
No, it was invented in Canada. Thank you.
Yep.
In
That's why it's
Stratford.
got ham on it.
Yeah, so it's ham, pineapple, and bacon. Switch the
And-
ham for pepperoni.
Nah.
That's good.
You'll love it.
Leave the ham and throw on some jalapenos.
I always
Okay.
get it with all the 3 normal ingredients plus black olives.
I'm not a fan of the olives on it. I've
Don't
done
like
it.
olives.
It's okay.
Whoa,
You're
cable
allowed to be wrong.
sleeving.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that there are some older people here than whoever NLTMWs. You guys said his name multiple times.
Mike.
Mike, thank you.
Never
too many
let
Mikes.
the machines win.
I'm still waiting for someone younger than me to be a regular on the stream.
Keep waiting.
Matilda's a regular on when we do
With
video
this
games, video gaming,
Oh.
but it's in the Discord channel and not on the internets. Now I need to take 3 of the zip ties. Oh, okay. And we're going to insert them thusly.
And pay attention to the orientation, because if you screw this one up, your homing won't work right.
You know, I happen to notice that it seems like you insert the zip tie from right to left. It's funny though, because every other picture, like every other step, they show you which way to slide the zip tie in, but this one,
It's the 3rd picture gives you a good orientation.
Mike, you said technically you were here before most of us were born. And that's what
Yeah.
we were disputing.
so it's the bottom 3 holes. And you wrap them up and zip them up. Okay. Twist the sleeve again. I didn't really twist the sleeve to begin with, it just kind of went on.
Yeah, I think David's got you.
Nope.
My mom turned 60 yesterday.
Yeah.
And yet again, using my flush cutters to boop, boop, boop. And if I leave those on the floor, I'm going to trip them. Okay. We're getting a little intense here. Like, this is starting to get a little serious.
You still got a couple of steps to go.
It's good because I need a break soon.
Well, once you get the wires up in this sleeve, it's time for a break.
Okay, you with your fanciness. Okay, so now I'm going to take 2 more yip ties.
So make sure to write down all these dates. That way you have the answer to some secret questions.
And let's see how these are going. These are going same way, left to right. Okay, upper 3 holes.
Just facing the other direction.
Then just go down the bottom, that's all.
Yep.
Dang it.
And as counterintuitive as it seems, you do want that clasp mechanism underneath.
Sounds like somebody's playing a Nintendo game.
As much as I want that what?
I thought I heard the coin pickup from Mario in the background.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, no, sorry. What mechanism are you talking about?
On the zip tie, the
Yeah, you want the...
down.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes no sense to me, but that's the way it works.
I don't need any slack going to the hot end, right? It's just...
You're going to want just a little bit so that when you go to turn that the heater block to change your nozzles, you've got a little bit of room.
Yeah, we'll be okay here. We got it. I do apologize if no one can see what the hell I'm doing because of cameras, but you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Speaking of cameras, I need to print that mount.
Okay. Nibs are down.
No, it was Devin. She admitted it.
Now I gotta tuck
It's always
these
7.
into
It's
the
not always
sleeve.
me. I'm not the only one who's brought their Switch on stream,
True.
but my Switch is on screen.
Wire bundle, wire bundle.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Godzilla.
I do enjoy this fiber stuff. That's pretty nice.
It's kind of nice. It's a bit futzy to get all the wires into it, but
The trick is, what I'm finding, is just kind of use your finger to kind of unzipper it as you go, or your thumb.
Yep.
And you pull and push and finagle.
sometimes that inner layer of it doesn't want to go around the wires and just lays on top of it. But
Yeah.
Mike, as soon as I get paid, I'm buying a quieter keyboard.
Am I
After
beating
begging
these all
of
the way down, and
people
that's that,
in
or what?
this-
do what?
Huh. Okay.
What's that, Jordan?
Oh, I'm just wondering if I got to feed these all the way through now.
Yes.
But I'm noticing it doesn't say anything about adding zip ties to it yet, so we'll just wait.
You're not going to.
Really?
Correct.
You don't add one where the hot end slips in, so it doesn't
Nope.
slip out?
No, because
Oops.
later on you're going to twist that sleeve,
Okay.
and that'll keep it just fine.
By later on, you mean doing it right now?
It's your printer, dude. Do what you want.
Just nice.
So you just finished that whole step.
And now I have what looks like the tail from one of those Avatar things.
Yes. Those are all the sensitive bits that do all the fun stuff.
All right.
Mike, everybody loves this keyboard. Except for Viking.
Is that a razor?
No, it is Cooler Master.
Ah.
I'm getting a razor.
I'm sorry.
No fix today. Gonna swap the bed with the other mini and see if the problem follows.
Razor.
Oh, no.
Razor lost my willingness to, give them money because of their support when I needed help with my Razer laptop overheating.
Oh, yeah.
They did literally nothing. They flat out ignored me.
So I should take the new Razer laptop off of my radar for the laptop I'm about to buy.
And the my Razer Mamba, my third one here, they refused to sell me new batteries or just the wire. They told me literally, go buy a new mouse.
That's
Wow.
fine.
PSU issue. Ouch.
See, Mike, it's not just because people bug me on stream. It also is really annoying to edit out my keyboard in my podcast.
Oh.
So really, I'm buying the keyboard for the podcast. It will also just make these people shut up about my loud keyboard.
Yeah, this is pretty silent. That works well.
Jordan, you're muted.
You can have a noisy keyboard, Devin. Just don't beat it like it owes you money.
I don't beat it though.
Use that RTX thing that kills some of the background noise.
Like I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, that means I need to buy a laptop with RTX in it.
Does it have an NVIDIA card in it?
No, this one does not.
Well, then you're screwed.
Exactly.
Poopy.
Chief Special K, I have a good mic. I just need to put it on a boom, I think.
Yeah, that will help.
Again, once I get paid.
Get Haribo. Leftover pizza, man. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. She's a finished extruder assembly.
She is.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right.
Ready to jump into it, or you need to give the stump a rest?
We're just going.
Just going. Well, next is the screen, so that's kind of exciting.
Also very quick.
And funny enough, that's what she said. All right. Well, that was exciting. Josh, you're all quiet, bud. What's you just hanging out?
I'm just chilling.
Okay.
Just chilling.
We doing After Dark tonight?
Yeah, but I don't have a guest.
I might still be sitting here building a printer. You never know.
You're not that far away from it being done.
I know. Oh. When Mr. Warkaki sent me a screen, he sent it to me in one of these red bubble wrap things that was stuffed in there, and I was like, huh. That's a cool bubble wrap thing. Now I know where he got it from.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, my screen's blue.
Yes, it is.
It's a new LDO one.
I was going to look at a thing, and I can't remember what the hell it was now.
I'm pretty sure you're looking at a thing right now.
I'm sure you're looking at lots of things.
Now I remember. I was going to track my hat.
Track your hat.
Oh, I feel just plain stupid.
Is it
Like
an
that.
Alien 3D hat?
It is not, but it can be.
Should be.
Definitely should be.
We'll make it happen.
Don't kill it.
I love how bright these colors are. Like, it honestly, like, it looks normal on the screen, but in real life, it's like radioactive.
Yeah, it is.
hmm
Well, it's the same color as that on this screen looks almost red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. My orange and Riker blue one sitting next to each other look very nice together.
I wish Snow Labs would get that Riker Blue back in stock.
The PLA or the Petchy?
The PLA.
Oh, I didn't realize they were out of stock. That's probably my fault.
They've been out of stock on a lot of things though for a while.
I bought
Yeah, he
8
problem
rolls
with some
about a
stuff.
month ago. So that's probably my fault.
Now, for some reason, when I did this step, putting those screws in was really squeaky.
Oh, and we're not taking the film off of this. I guess we should take the film off. Nah, whatever. Take it off later. Huh. There was leftover screws and parts from that last step.
Yes, there was.
Oh, probably because it was like they updated it for the different versions. Because there was actually like three screws and a nut. Oh.
Chief Special K, I have no idea which is the better Sun-On, the V1 or the V2.
The V2. That sounds more impressive.
Sounds like maybe they may have changed some things to make it better.
Or cheaper.
Okay. So we're going to take a screw. I'm really surprised they don't have a step here saying don't tighten these down. Like they normally have steps on everyone that says don't tighten this down too much. It's plastic part or whatever. But
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it?
these two little screws, and also why is there only using two screws when there's many spots? Don't need. I guess with the top clip thing, it doesn't really matter. And in case anyone is curious, this is a LDO screen. Oh, and that's crooked. What the?
See what I mean about it being squeaky?
Well, that's backing out because this little guy wasn't up into the corner properly. There we go. Oh, those are some loose. Oh, this is. Okay.
Why is Thingiverse so slow?
Because they have to be the slowest out there, and Colt's got slow.
It's
all
just
the
absurd.
ads and the bad programming and their lack of compressing images and videos on their freaking
Jordan?
Yeah.
Big red note. Put the feet on.
All right. Fine, Bob. Fine.
Just looking out for you, man.
I like how they actually put there if you haven't put the feet on already. Guess it doesn't really matter how close or how far back they are from anything. It's just
I put them all the way forward just because it made sense to me.
I'm going to put them all the way forward except for the space of my driver, just for fun. Ooh, so fancy with his feet now.
Right?
little bastard. Okay.
Karen, we are not done yet. Mike, the rubber feet push in and turn 90 degrees.
Yeah, they're nice and easy to get in and out. Like, it's not difficult. It's just I know from what I've seen in the past that many people have said that it makes life easier to not use the feet for the first while because they pop off when spinning it around and stuff sometimes. Or if you're trying to turn it and anything, it just gets in the way.
Yep. Llama says you should be building on Riley's stream so you can do them side by side and race.
Hey, Llama.
Whoa.
Hey, Dan.
Chris is building a rail core. That doesn't count.
And then Dan shows up.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Woo. Woo. So satisfying. Should probably took these wires back now.
Now you're done with that step.
Now we're done with that step. That's it.
That's it.
Damn, I feel gypped.
Now you've got a choice to make.
Hmm.
Do you want to follow the instructions for the silver PSU or the black one?
Well, why would I not use the PSU that I have?
That's my thoughts, but you do have the choice.
Not really.
I mean, you could always use your own personal PSU.
But this thing is like
Black and pretty.
got some beef to it too.
Sure does.
But a heft. Oh, and I like that.
What's that?
I like that this is facing the rear.
It's almost like somebody thought about it.
Almost. What the? Oh. Got me all working about the PSU, not the PlayStation. The PSU, and then I need the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Bob. You're supposed to be helping me out, not screwing me up.
I was. You had to click the picture for the black PSU first. Then it told you to get the bed.
Oh, I clicked next. Sheet. Bed.
$17 more hours on that print.
Nice.
What is it again?
Marker holder for the wife.
Oh, right.
Holy
Yeah. You know what?
cow.
All those things take so much time for that stuff sometimes, you know? Like,
They do. It's ridiculous.
and it's just for like no good reason. Like my this cup holder set up, okay, for my iWalk. Okay, this simple, easy print, that's 10 hours. Because it's got to do a lot of movement, retraction, and it just, yeah. I think it's like from when I crutch cup holders is like I got it down to like 6 hours, I think.
Hey, Gertrude.
Hey, it's other Devin.
Bob, we've just come to a grape.
What's that?
I've got a grape.
Number 4.
Throughout this whole process, I have seen it showing me to eat the gummy bears off the bed. Right?
Yes.
Off the Why would I want to put greasy gummy bears on my beautiful PEI sheet that's now going to be covered in greasiness, and if I don't clean it up properly, because the IPA wipe isn't enough.
You got to
Well,
clean it anyways on first use, don't you?
Let
This
me-
little
Let me give
wiper
you
is not enough.
one tip. Flip the sheet over. It's double-sided.
Well, yeah, but then the other side is dirty too.
Yeah, I agree. I did not lay them out on the build sheet.
Oh, and now that I've used the magnets, you can put this in there, and then I can write on it.
Greasy gummy bear sounds like a great bed adhesive.
I mean, if you melt them a little, everything will stick because it'll be so sticky.
I mean, just seems silly to me, that's all.
It is.
Ooh, those rubber feet really do work.
Right?
Very sticky.
It's very important to connect the power cable correctly. Otherwise, your printer will blow up.
So I don't want to do it the way Chris wants me to do it.
Don't do it the way Justin did it. Safety tip, don't put a gummy bear through a laminator machine.
Unless it's a barrow.
Has anybody ever used on-demand injection molding services?
Nope.
Nope.
No, but it does sound intriguing.
Right?
Sounds expensive.
Oh, Josh, for your PCBs that you're having made, I know you were having PCBs. Did you use that PCB way?
I'm still trying to get the design done.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
that or Eagle.
I just remember seeing video the other day from Chuck, and when it comes to electronics, I kind of trust Chuck when he says that this is a place that he would use for getting PCBs made.
I asked Chuck if he'd design it for me, but he said he didn't have time. He suggested Fiverr. So I found a guy on Fiverr who advertised $20 PCBs, 5-day turnaround. So I messaged him, and he returned back with me $200. I'm like, but you advertised $20.
So, Jerry's in chat. Hello, Jerry. And Whale is heading out.
Bye, Whale.
Bye, Will.
Say hi to Tracy for me. Give her a donut, too.
Probably was Tracy.
Later.
Devin, are you familiar with Eagle?
Eagle, yes.
So you can find parts that if I ask you to find it for me, because I have somebody working on the PCB for me, but they need me to find the parts.
Okay.
And I know what the parts are. I just don't know what they are in Eagle.
Okay.
All right, hang on. Let me DM you a bunch of links.
Okay.
So, Jordan,
How soon do you need this?
As soon as you can, because it's one of the 3 things I'm waiting on before I can start advertising pre-orders.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really bad week for me.
You're sitting there on stream right now, twiddling your thumbs.
I'm literally about to go to school. I have to meet someone at 3 to set up for camp.
this goes back to one of the gripes that we had earlier, Jordan. They provided the wrong tools. No nut driver for this step, but they gave you a Phillips screwdriver you don't need in the assembly at all.
Really, guys?
Let's hold our lock nut with a pair of pliers, because that makes sense.
What are these button head ones for? I would have assumed you used the button heads on this step, but no.
Actually, Devin, you're probably familiar with like stepper motor pin connectors, 3 pins, 2 pins, and Molex connectors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you probably know what to find.
All right,
I'll
this
just
looks
tell
about
you.
right.
You got your washers and your wires.
I go nut, washer, wire with the connector, the right orientation, because I've at least installed these kind of crypt connectors many, many times before.
So you're not.
So I know.
pictures.
So I know that it goes like that. I don't know if it's going to focus. Stupid thing.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if you turn them the other way, then the wire's the other way. And this kind of puts the wire down against the bed.
Yep.
And that's what it looks like according to the picture.
It is.
Because I can see in the very first picture that the flap of the wire goes on top of it, just like that. Magnetic print bed sitting on top of the, like this body, it just hangs out there. It doesn't move around on me.
Hey, Jerry.
All right, so 3 of them you probably already know
Okay.
exactly what you're looking for, but I sent links to a Molex connector and a USB-C connector.
Since Mike just said it, there is no freaking way on earth they asked him person, camera, man, woman, TV. Those are literally just what he looked around and saw in the room when he was doing the interview. There was probably like, I don't actually remember the elephant that they asked me about.
Yeah, they should have asked him what were the actual words on the test.
No, also, here's the thing. This is the only, I guess this is my statement I'm going to make about it, and then we're going to move on. But why on earth is the person who is in charge of probably more nuclear weapons than humanly necessary bragging about passing a basic senility test? That's the part that's not right.
Honestly, here's the thing. He hates being insulted, and his main thing is to try to prove everybody wrong. So he fixates on the insult.
Yes, that's right. Except when it's, you know, a child pornography person or something like that, and then he's like, "Oh, they're nice people."
Good people on both sides.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 2 parts here now.
Dun dun dun.
I have 1 part here now because I dropped one.
Interesting.
Okay, what's this difference between new design, old design? No. They just moved where the hexes are. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I want another sleeve?
You do.
It's a good thing I pre-prepared these last night.
Makes it handy, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. They don't taste very good.
Agreed.
You know, considering we're doing a lot of chatting and stopping and I'm dropping stuff, and we're not doing too bad on time, I don't think, for this.
No, you're following their timeline pretty good, except for the step where they said it wasn't going to take any time.
Yeah, that was false hope, I tell you that much.
Sure was. They just
I probably would have been done sooner if I had a nut driver.
Hey, is anybody in here? Oh, wait, let me look up the part again.
The answer is yes, but we've all lost our minds and don't remember.
Expanded PVC foam.
Uh-huh.
That has
Yeah.
any durability to it.
That's that signboard we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, so there's 2 different kinds of signboard. You're gonna have chloroplast signboard, which is like that corrugated plastic stuff, and then you're gonna have expanded PVC, which is almost like a foam core, but it's harder. I don't know if you've ever watched.
So does it have any rigidity to it?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it does. So, Punished Props, they use it to build some guns and stuff like that. You cut down the PVC pipe, like the PVC sheeting, and then you can just put stuff together, and it's very rigid. And you can, for you, you're just cutting panels, but you can cut it with just a straight edge. Like you just use a square and a straight edge, and away you go. I realized I was doing stuff off camera. Okay. Prepped my parts. Okay, this doesn't seem... Oh. It's because it goes there.
It does. And you're going to put it in with the 1 screw down the middle hole.
Oh, it goes there.
It does. Over the wires.
Yeah, and you got to give them a little bend a little.
Yep.
I understand now. I was like, why is it? I was looking at the picture, the 1st one, and I'm like, it's saying put it here, and I was like, what? Why am I? No, I got to hang it off the edge of the bed a little.
Yep.
An M3 by 10.
Lots of M3 by 10s.
Oh, there's no nut holder on it, obviously. Jerks.
We can't go making things easy.
Uh-huh. Because now they're like, oh, that screw you just put in, let's flip it upside down and put another nylon nut on there.
Mm-hmm. Then hold it with the pliers and tighten her down.
Except, I can tell already that I'm going to have a hard time fighting with that connector.
Which one?
The crimp connector.
Yep.
They're not... I got to space them out a little, or tighten them in a little bit.
Yeah, bend them towards each other just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit. Only they're on there well and good, so... Needle nose.
Hey, 3D printing impaired. Yeah.
There. That'll fix it. You use my side cutters, or my fancy flush cutters, and just cut the corner off the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
And now it'll fit. I fixed this wagon. Stupid wagon. Thought he was a big shot wagging things around. There's a lot of yawning happening here.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's Viking? That's okay. I don't actually know what I would do if you were fully awake.
Me neither. I can't remember when I was that last time.
You know what really wakes you up?
Coffee?
Having a new printer to build?
Yeah. I do have a printer to build.
That was a statement on stream the other night. The best part of waking up is folders in your butt.
Wow. Was that a llamaism?
I think that was a Jackbox thing.
Oh no, don't put it through that one. Put it through that one.
And leave just a tiny bit of slack.
Oh, you wrap it and then put the little cover thing on?
Yeah, or not.
Oh, it holds the cover. I understand now. I understand. So what's left for the Tesseract, Josh? Just that last board, and then it's just kind of trial and error?
Well, I need the PCB design so I can order it, and then IGUS is sending me a sample of their rails.
Yes.
That's arriving tomorrow, because I believe I'm going to switch from Exoslides to IGUS Dryland rails.
Okay, so you're going to go Delrin rails?
Yeah. And then the bed.
All right. Well, I just found a library that has the JST connectors.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, this shouldn't take that long. I need to get on. I'm not on the right laptop, though.
Oh, this little one is so fiddly to try to.
Don't be late for your work thing either, Devin.
But
Yeah, I
the PCB is the most important part because it's obviously rails I could get from anywhere. A bed, if I really wanted to spend $180, I could get one cut real quick.
Are you getting your bed from 3D Fused? Because their beds are cheap.
Well,
Warkaki was talking about it the other day. He was going through the DIY core.
yeah, but their beds are thin.
Oh, okay.
I want a mix 6 bed.
Right.
And honestly, I'm LDO is going to provide the beds, and the price is really, really good. The problem
LDO is excellent.
Here in the U.S., they freaking want $180 for a mix 6 bed. And I'm like, what the frick? And so I even tried going, just for prototyping a cheaper aluminum, and they wanted like 150. I'm like, you're stupid.
Mhm.
And 3D Fused said he'd cut me one mix 6 for the same price that LDO is providing it, because I believe he gets his metal from LDO. But I've been waiting for like 4 months.
What's this custom PCB gonna do?
It's going to be a transfer board.
That's for to plug in your hot end and everything, right?
Yep.
As opposed to mine, which is a Cat 6 cable thing. Yours will be an actual PCB.
Well, I was going to do a Cat 6 from the motherboard side to the hot end side. And then Chris Russell from Practical Printing suggested, hey, you do know USB-C is rated to more than the current you need for the heater, because I was going to run the heater wire separate than the Cat 6. And I was like, really? So I looked into that. So now I'm doing USB-C.
USB-C, all the things.
It's crazy how many things you can use that for.
I know my new monitor is going to be USB-C powered. I'm excited.
I don't know how you'd make it so that this wouldn't go through the printed part if you do the sleeving right first.
I've got 15 minutes till I to be at school.
What's the question, Jordan?
Step 12
Yeah.
is talking about making sure that this thermistor wire goes through the printed part. But if it's in the sleeving, I don't know how you would not have it go through the printed part.
Correct.
And there's my little bit of slack.
Yep.
Yeah, DSK, if somebody plugs their hot end to their PC, that would be weird.
I'll do it. Sounds like fun to me.
Weird.
Print direct from PC.
No, but it's not. No.
That's how it works, isn't it? There you go, Bob. Just a lovely little
nice?
bracket. That nice. Finish the wrap. Okay, well, I already did that, so.
And then you get to skip all the way down to step 21.
I tell you what, the Mosaic freaking canvas hubs are the slowest piece of crap freaking things and annoy the hell out of me.
And it's a Pi Zero in the regular one.
Yes, slow.
Actually, no. It's a compute module.
I have to
No.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me grab mine and pop it open so you can actually see.
It's a Pi Zero with a breakout board plug-in.
No, it is a compute module. It is not even a Pi Zero.
Thought mine was.
I just got one, and I don't use it, but I popped it open because I wanted to see what was in it.
Is it the S or the regular?
The S.
That's why. I'm talking about
The
the
black
regular
one.
Yeah,
No,
I have
the white one?
I have the regular one.
Okay.
This white one is a Pi Zero. Sorry, we're talking about two different things.
But
It's been known to happen.
every time a print finishes, I have to restart it like 5 times before I can pull it up on my freaking web browser again.
Yeah, I've stopped using this, and I just use a regular. I just use my regular Pi with the Canvas interface.
That's
Yeah,
what
got
I
a
do
Pi,
too.
but
I use a Pi 4 with Canvas.
So
I got a
Pi Zero with a breakout.
See, the S one is a compute module with the breakout board.
Yeah, this one's it's a Pi Zero W version 1.1.
Yeah, this says Pi compute module 3+.
I think
So
I have
that's
a
the thing is
Pi
they used it. They made the change to make it faster, right? They did the speed up. So the S1 is supposed to be much better than the
The
regular.
camera still could not keep up. And that's why I went back to using a Pi 4 instead.
Oh, it's bedtime, Bob.
It is, and you're going to hate it. Lining up those spacers with all those little holes is a pain in the ass.
Take the center of the thing and put a thing. I understand.
And don't forget that the bottom of that bed is lined by magnets. You will lose parts in them.
Uh-huh.
The only plus side about right now is they are running a deal where you can get the hub for free when you order the pallet.
Nailed it.
Well, now you got to screw it.
Now you got to do the rest. Okay, that's easy.
The needle nose pliers are helpful for that.
Why is acrylic so damn expensive?
Yeah. Wait till you start seeing like not acrylic, but the other one, Lexan.
Lexan is so expensive,
So expensive.
especially when you need like half-inch.
And you need a big sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mike Cassell.
Did you say somebody else popped in? Who else popped in? Michael Cassell. Hello. Did you say Llama was here?
Llama is here.
Llama's here.
Damn, it really whoops the llama's ass.
So many loose ones. I'm probably going to have to take a pause in the programming in a few moments as my, not moments, but in maybe like 10 minutes or so, my home care nurse is coming by. We've got to do a little...
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
You think 3mm thick expanded PVC sheet would be good enough, or should I go with 6mm?
How much strength do you need it to have?
Do what?
How much strength do you need it to have?
Well, it's going on the side panels of the Tesseract, so it just needs to add some.
Yeah, I would just do 3. You're just adding a little bling, right?
Well, it's bling
and a little bit of a draft enclosure.
A little bit of draft enclosure, a little bit of bling, a little bit of
So,
structural
are
integrity.
you looking for it to be structurally, this way to keep things aligned, or from
Oh.
flexing and bowing?
Flexing and bowing and yeah,
Yeah. What's the price difference between 3 to 6 then?
$13 and $29.
3 should be enough.
Yeah,
3 should be enough.
should be.
All right, I can tighten these down.
You got all 9 of them on there?
Yeah. Oh, there's colors now. Okay, I got all of them on the holes. Now, tighten them in the following order. Center screw.
Well, Michael, it's going to be on 3 sides of the cube, but it's also going to have. Where the heck are they? I can't get up because I forgot to put pants on before I went live.
You and Zolan both
I'm sorry, what?
not wearing pants.
But it's going to have these on the corners too.
Oh, then 3 should be plenty.
Yep.
Yeah, because again, you're just using it for drafting and a little bit of extra rigidity to stop stuff, but you're not like your structural integrity is coming from your hardware, not your side panel.
All right.
And then if you get fancy, just put some T-nuts in the slots and then attach it that way. Okay, we have a bed.
Come on, Karen. You know you didn't want to be wearing pants either.
I enjoy pants.
Yeah, I don't think those hot end cables. Everything's nice. Okay, I'm going to have to pause it here for like 10, 20 minutes. What should I do? What do you think's the plan is? Stop the stream, leave the stream running with you guys just monkeying around? I don't know if I trust you.
Why don't
I
you
trust
just
Bob.
go ahead and kill it, and then we'll all take our breaks and get our beverages or foods or whatever.
Yeah,
and
you know what? I'm gonna turn it off and I'll regroup in like half an hour.
there you go. Then you don't have to
That
rush
way-
through anything.
That way everybody can grab a snack. Anybody who wants to come back can come back. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, I
No.
should be going soon.
Yeah,
go.
you got to get to your meeting, and Viking needs a nap.
Yeah, I do, but I probably won't have one.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Jordan. Good luck with the nurse.
Thanks, buddy. I will. I'm gonna have to bring down some cleaning spray, but this is looking rather like a thing.
It's almost done.
It's almost done. Okay, 30 minutes, and we will be back with stream number 3.
There we go.
Peace out.
Bye.